We are live tonight from Comstock Park outside of Grand Rapids, where the future of the Tigers is on display with the West Michigan Whitecaps. Spencer Torkelson, the top pick in last year's draft, has been on a tear. His first professional walk-off hit, his first professional home run, and that's just been in the last week and a half. We talked about his path to this point, having to sit out last year when minor league baseball was hitting the pause, and what it's like to be back on the field.
It's awesome. I love baseball, and I love, the team camaraderie that we have here, and, putting on a uniform and playing against a different opponent, it's something I'll never take for granted again.
You've been on a tear, man. 7 for 18 in the last series. You had your first walk-off experience as a professional baseball player. You had your first home run over the last weekend. What's working for you? What's really caused this groove lately?
It's nothing different. It's just being simple. Sometimes you get out of yourself and you try to do something more than yourself. And I kind of felt myself get into that a little bit, and then I went back to the old me and staying simple, and it's been working out.
I talked to Casey Mize right after he was drafted, #1 overall pick. That's going to be attached to your name for as long as you play this game. And there's pressure that comes with it, but he had this whole description of how it comes with responsibility as well. How do you take on the responsibility of being the #1 overall pick and having so much in a franchise hinge on you?
I know what Mize said. It really it clicks, because I know what he went through, and I know what I went through, and it is difficult at times, because you gotta, sometimes people label you as that 1 overall, and they don't label you as Spencer or Casey. So you have to really know who you are and find yourself, and just stick with that, and not let anyone else tell you who you are, and you kind of define yourself in that sense.
You've been in the Tigers organization for almost a year now, but you had such a unique path to get there, and then COVID-19 hits. You're in a pandemic. The first swings you're taking in the organization are at Comerica Park in a uniform. Do you finally feel now like you've settled in and you can be yourself? You can be the guy that you hope to be?
Absolutely. It took me a little bit to find it and get back to being myself, but I'm finally I'm glad it finally all clicked, and now we go.
Torkelson is important to this organization. That's why we're here tonight. It's also why Alan Trammell is here tonight, talking with Torkelson for an extensive amount of time in the dugout before the game. They talked about playing third base. Torkelson said, yes, that is his position, and Trammell told him no matter where you play, 2 important things: scoop the ball and make a good throw.